good news for Social Security recipients has finally arrived.
That's not all. Over 2.5 million Americans are going to receive a lump sum payment of thousands of dollars to make up for the shortfall in the benefits they should have gotten in 2024. It's going to be a big difference.
I'm going to show you this entire video clip where President Biden talked to American people after signing this very important Social Security bill that's going to give on an average of $700 to millions of Social Security recipients. Yes, this is not for all Social Security recipients, but remember, you need to understand that this is not the only thing that is changing, because big changes retirees can expect from Social Security and Medicare in 2025 have already been implemented. And these changes are indeed very shocking. Remember that I'm going to give you all the details in this video, but before I start the video, I would like to ask you just for a little favor to please smash the like button on this video. It's gonna take only 1 second of yours and it helps the channel and the video. Biden just signed this bill which can give an $360 and an average increase to 2.5 million Social Security recipients. And this is not it. If you're thinking that these 2.5 million Americans are going to receive $360, then you need to think again, because around 390,000 people are going to get $1,190. Yes, you heard it right. This is an average increase in their checks. Remember that I'm going to tell you about the changes in Medicare and Social Security that are coming to millions of Americans, and this is for all 70 million Social Security recipients. But before I go into those details, I would like to show you this entire video clip from President Biden where he talked about Social Security Fairness Act after he signed this very important bill. Let's watch it, then I'll come back and give you the details about the changes in Medicare, Social Security, and give you more details that who are the people who are going to get $360, $700, and $1,190 worth of increase on an average in their Social Security checks.
Look, by signing this bill, we're extending Social Security benefits for millions of teachers, nurses, and other public and civil employees and their spouses and survivors. That means an estimated average of $360 per month increase. That's a big deal in middle-class households like the one I grew up in, many of you did, and for millions of Americans going forward. That's not all. Over 2.5 million Americans are going to receive a lump sum payment of thousands of dollars to make up for the shortfall in the benefits they should have gotten in 2024. It's going to be a big difference. They're going to begin receiving these payments this year, and this is a big deal. Someone said this is a big deal. It's a big deal. As the first president of more than 20 years to expand Social Security benefits, this victory is a culmination of a four-year fight to provide security for workers who dedicate their lives to their communities. And I'm proud to have played a small part in this fight and get to sign it. And thanks to Sherrod Brown and Richie Neal. Richie? And other advocates in this room, one of the first things we did was to protect pensions for as many as 2 million union workers and retirees when we signed the Butch-Lewis Act. It's the most significant action to protect union pensions in 50 years. The Butch-Lewis Act helped them retire with dignity. Look, just like Social Security Fairness Act. What I'm about to sign, what I'm signing today, when I came to office, I promised I'd always protect Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Never thought anybody had to make that promise to protect them, but we had to make that promise. We still do. I said repeatedly that if anyone tried to cut these programs, I'd stop them. And that's the promise we've kept. Even in the face of proposals to cut and weaken these programs that millions of Americans count on. I know there's a lot more work to do, by the way, to improve and expand benefits, including those who most are in need, to protect Social Security for long term, and finally asking the wealthiest Americans to begin to pay their fair share so it's able to be maintained, and so much more. Folks, we could not have done this alone. To the people in this room and the people around the country who did the work, who kept the faith, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So what do you think about this act of signing this bill for 3 million Americans from President Biden? Well, let me know in the comments below, because there is a controversy going on, because a number of people are saying that, okay, you can do it for 3 million people. What about the rest of the 67 million Americans who contributed to Social Security Fund and not getting a single penny in boost? Well, at the same time, Trump promised no taxes on Social Security benefits, and this is also a popular statement from from President-elect Donald J. Trump, because he said that when he'll come into the power, he will eliminate all taxes on Social Security. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think would be a better deal? Is President Biden signing this bill a good gesture for 3 million American, or President-elect Trump's no taxes promise to Social Security recipients is a bigger deal? Let me know in the comments below. Moving towards the changes in Social Security and Medicare, while all Social Security beneficiaries will get a boost to benefits in 2025, certain pensioners are also expected to see a notable change to benefit rules. A new $2,000 annual cap for Medicare Part D prescription drug costs also kicks in, and the big changes coming this year that beneficiaries should be aware of. And remember, this is very important because retirees can expect to see some big changes in 2025 when it comes to their Social Security and Medicare benefits. President Joe Biden already signed a bill that gives boost in benefits to 3 million public sector workers, and Medicare enrollees who are worried about healthcare costs now have $2,000 annual Part D prescription drug cap aimed to helping reduce those financial pressure. Well, first change that is very important is that some pensioners could get benefit increase. The Senate passed a bill, of course we already know President Biden already signed it, that is giving boost to Social Security recipients, to 3 million Social Security recipients. And when it comes to the boost, look at this. Scrapping the GPO would increase monthly benefits in December 2025 by an average of $700 for 380,000 public sector worker recipients and retirees getting benefits based on living spouses, and agency found. The increase would amount to an average of $1,190 for 390,000 people or surviving spouses getting widow or widower benefits. Remember, the law that existed denied millions of Americans access to full Social Security benefits they earned, Biden said after signing the bill into law. But you need to remember this as well, because it can increase the benefits for 3 million people, but it's also hurting the rest of the 67 million Social Security recipients. Because when I read your comments, one of the comment was that, what about rest of us? We also contributed to Social Security fund. We worked our entire life. So the current administration have nothing for us, which is quite painful to see, because around 5 million Social Security recipients are living under poverty, which is such a shame in a country where we give billions of dollars to other nations so they can live a life of financial stability, where our own Americans are struggling and they are homeless as well. Well, remember, the legislation marks the biggest change to Social Security since certain couples claiming strategies were phased out in 2016, said Martha Sharon, president of the National Association of Registered Social Security Analysts. We are sort of in limbo as how that process will proceed, when people will see that increase and how the retroactive benefit will be applied, Shedden said in a statement. Remember, the changes in the Medicare Part D cap, that is $2,000, that is very huge. But at the same time, when we talk about the increase to 3 million Social Security recipients who work in the public sector, is also a welcome step. But we are yet to see something for all Social Security recipients who are waiting for an increase desperately, such as two bills are there. John Larson and Bernie Sanders proposed a bill that is calling for across-the-board increases in Social Security, and specifically Bernie Sanders is saying that his bill, that is Social Security Expansion Act, will give $2,400 increase a year, that translates to $200 increase every single month, is a very important one. If you support that bill, then write in the comment section, I support $2,400. Again, if you support it, then write in the comment section, I support $2,400. Well, I will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.